No, you don't like when I
I
say, welcome back to the love movement, ladies and gentlemen. You don't like that?
yeah, like that. Yes.
That part you like, that's fine. But for real, though, welcome back to the Love Movement podcast. I'm your host, Steve B., joined as always by my lovely co-host, Betty B.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How's your week
Hi,
been?
guys. It's been great. Amazing week.
Yeah?
Very hectic. Busy. Running around from here to there. Appointments everywhere for Clyde, for Tyler, everything. But good.
I have felt pretty run down this week. I'm not going to lie.
Imagine me.
I know.
It's been very busy.
Imagine me. Are you in this alone?
No, I get it. But what did it change for you during the week? Nothing. Me, I had appointments that I have to take care of with Clyde. I had to make appointments for next week. All those things were extra to my daily 8 hours work.
It was rough this week because it felt like we didn't have like any time to just sit down and like relax.
No, we were on the go.
Yeah.
To make sure I was going to say the babies, but it's not the babies. The kids
The
are
boys.
the boys.
Is this what it's going to be like for the rest of our lives?
No, we just have to be back into the routine. It was summer vacation. We didn't have to meet deadlines to do homeworks, to get in bed earlier.
We only have one kid in school, too.
But it's more homework now.
Yeah.
It's already 5th grade, so it's a little more. We have basically a newborn in the house, so it's different to combine those things together. It's a lot of work until we get the hang of it. Also, there's a bunch of appointments with Clyde. The scan for the head, the helmet, the physical therapy. It's a lot of added thing that normally you don't do with a full-term baby, you know?
Yeah.
And not all preemies, this happens to them.
We had to get him checked to see if he needs to wear a helmet to shape his head or get his head back into shape.
I know.
He's doing better, though. He might not need it.
Yeah, we just have to wait.
Just stop letting him lie on that one side.
I know. So the exercises, the tummy time, the pick up the toy, look both ways. I think it adds stress. I know to you it's different. To me, I don't know why. Every time I had to go to an appointment, I'm a little stressed. I'm a little worried. I get scared that I don't want to. I don't know that they will tell me, oh, he's totally delayed, and now you have to do this. You know, it's a little fear in the back of my mind. But it's been good.
You worried you're just gonna have like a real asshole doctor? Like, oh, this kid's fucked.
I'm sorry, but you have to try again.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Listen, if you want, we'll just get rid of him for you. You guys could start from scratch.
You so mean.
No, he's actually great though.
No, he's doing amazing.
He was so cute this morning.
I know. He loves you.
I don't know what I did, but I guess so. He was laying, like I just had my one arm up like this, and he was just laying right here, like right under my...
And he was exactly doing this, just like you, with the arm up. It looked like copy and paste.
I could tell Ty's getting a little jealous.
Of course, it's hard to be the only child for so long, and then seeing this little baby taking the attention away from him. So that's why we have to be very smart about it. But I think you're doing a great job. We're definitely trying. We are working on that every single day.
Well, you certainly tried yesterday.
Yesterday was all about him.
Why don't you tell the listeners exactly this brilliant idea that you signed on to?
Actually, it was his idea because
I know.
He, in YouTube, he watched this video that is a 24-hour challenge, mom and son. And the challenge is that mom has to say yes to everything for 24 hours. I don't know why I happened to say, yes, let's do that.
And now,
pick a day.
Yeah, keep in mind, he's been asking for this challenge for years now.
I know. And I finally said yes. And I said, okay.
In a moment of spectacular weakness.
I know. I guess I was feeling guilty. I don't know. I wanted to give him the 24 hours attention just to him and do everything he wanted to do. And he picked Friday. I'm sorry. First he said Friday. And I said, yes, perfect. Because in school, I'm working. It's going to be just a couple of hours. And then he said, you know what, Mama? I don't think Friday will do it because it's not going to be the 24 hours. I'm in school. You're working. Let's do it Saturday. And I said, you know what? You're very smart. Let's do it. And we did it. And he did everything he wanted, and I said yes to everything. We went to get breakfast at the place he wanted. Then he wanted to do mini golf outdoors. Then he wanted to go to Funplex and do a bunch of amusement things. It was crazy. Things that I would normally not do because it gets me dizzy or makes me want to throw up. I was there doing it with him. I felt there was a point that I thought I was going to throw up. But he was very happy, so I guess it was worth it.
Whatever those rides that he was going on yesterday, they're
He
all just
loved
rides,
those.
but they're rides that just spin in one direction constantly. It's like, okay, if it switches, that's
No,
different.
that one that I did at the first one he chose,
Yeah.
it will spin everywhere.
You sure? Because
Yeah.
it looked to me like it was only spinning one direction.
No, it was everywhere. And I did it with him. It was fun. It was a fun day for him.
For him, it was fun. Yeah.
We did bowling. We did the bumper cars. We did a bunch of stuff.
I won bowling. Actually, I won first and second place.
I know.
Just to put this out, there's a disclaimer. For me as a bowler, if I break 100, that's a good day. And I know for some people
you did awesome.
I know. I was doing good. I was on point yesterday.
But Tyler was doing great. He was doing it on his own, and he did really good. He did.
When he actually tried.
He was trying.
You think so?
Yeah, and he did amazing. And then he wanted Chick-fil-A for dinner, and then he wanted to watch movies all night. That was an epic fail. I was watching the movie. He picked, what was the movie? What's the name of the movie?
He picked Jaws.
I know. That was surprising. And we were watching, and he said, Mama, are you sure I can watch that? Yes, it's PG. We can watch it. Oh, my God. But you and him, they were both cracking up because I kept falling asleep in the weirdest way.
You fell asleep sitting up like this. For people listening, it was just mouth open, eyes just about to be completely closed. The glass is still on and kind of swaying ever so slightly. You almost like you were doing heroin. You were doing the dope roll.
I know. That's how tired I was. But I was trying my best.
Yeah.
I did pretty good. He was very happy.
He was happy. Honestly,
and I was very tired.
You should be happy he didn't make it all the way through the movie Jaws.
I know.
Because he'll never go into the ocean again after that.
I know. It's traumatizing.
He'll be afraid of a large glass of water
he kept
after that one.
No, he kept asking me, Mama, but we don't have sharks here, right?
Yeah,
what about in Florida? He was worried. Yeah, but Ty, there's sharks everywhere.
Yeah, he didn't see the end.
It's okay.
He didn't see the end when Jaws got Quint.
Oh my God. And he kept asking, is this one going to die? This one going to die? He was getting ready.
Yeah, I always love when he asked me that. I'm like, oh, no. But you saw the movie, right? Yeah. So did he die? Oh, no.
No. And when I was falling asleep and there was a jump scare, oh my God, that got me.
Oh yeah, they found the dead body in the sunken boat.
And got him too. It was funny. Anyways, it was a successful day. I felt really, really good about it.
Well, that's good. Not many parents would agree to that. I certainly didn't.
I know, you just had to tag along.
Yeah, I was just forced to participate.
You were dragged into this.
He kept saying, hey, but you have to say yes to me. I was like, the hell I do? I didn't sign up for this. That was your mother you roped into this BS. All right, what do you say we get into Chismecito time?
I know.
All right, so it's football season again. I know that you've been anxiously waiting this whole year. If you're only listening, you could tell there's a hint of sarcasm in my voice.
I am clueless.
Yeah, so we live in a house where neither of us are sports fans, and I know like your dad watches some sports.
Well, let me fix that a little bit. I love tennis.
Do you really?
It gets me excited, but not the beginning of it. Let me explain. I only like and enjoy seeing some players. For example, I love Nadal, Rafael Nadal. I know.
That's every time he hits. You could hear it.
A bunch of players do that.
But his is very distinct.
I know. And he has a twitch. He's always fixing his short. It's so cute. Not cute. Funny. Anyways, the thing is that
tread carefully now.
I like him as a player. I like Djokovic. So I enjoy watching
the popular,
them.
famous ones. because
There were
they're
times
like,
that they were not famous,
yeah,
and
but
I
they're the
always still
best of the
enjoy
best.
them.
Those
Okay,
guys.
well, I enjoy those, but that's about it. And now that some I enjoy baseball very much, but
Hmm.
I enjoy going to the stadium and watching it live. I hate watching it on TV. I don't think it's the same experience. You don't get excited the same way. Anyways, I love to be there. And it gets me really, you have never seen me. I get really excited. Like I jump out of my seat, I'm screaming, I'm yelling. Wah! I get really passionate about it. Okay? So that I enjoy. But I don't follow sports.
Hmm.
Like this is my favorite team and I have to watch every game, things like that. No, I don't. Thought it.
Yeah, so I'm not a sports fan. Like,
At
I
all.
don't like baseball. Like, I know a little
You
bit
don't
about.
even enjoy going to the stadium?
Nah.
Oh, basketball. When the Miami Heat were playing and going there and being there, oh, I get excited too and I get passionate about it. Have you done that? You
I've been to games for every single sport.
really?
Yes.
No passion?
I want you to listen very carefully when I say
No
this.
passion?
It's not physically or humanly possible for me to care less about any of those sports.
Really?
Seriously. Now, like I can watch
I've never met
boxing.
anyone like that.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Because now we're getting into a thing like
Never.
how weird is it for a guy to not give a damn about sports?
Extremely weird. Usually guys are into sports. Now that I'm happy, I'm very happy because I have our Sundays for us.
Mm-hmm.
I know about guys that it's football time or it's
Yeah.
baseball season or things like that. And every game, that's it. Don't count on me for that. And my house is a completely mad house those days. They're yelling, they have people over, like you cannot count with them. So I am really happy you're not into sports.
Yeah, and it's weird because like growing up, like my dad, shout out to Ralphie, he loves sports. He was always watching it. Like the way in our
My
house,
dad likes it.
yeah, but like the way in our house, like Tyler comes downstairs and then asks if he can watch the TV, and we actually let him change the channel.
Uh-huh.
That never happened in my house growing up. Like
What do
dad,
you mean?
like dad was watching a game. Like if I said, "Hey, Dad, can I change this?" You got a TV in your room. What are you asking me to change it for?
But that's the thing. That's that's a cultural thing. That's a parenting thing. Completely different from my experience and my upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
They like in my house, or I would say I don't know if it's my culture now. I don't even know what my culture is anymore. I'm so confused. In my household, kids have to be around us.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you keep your family together. That's how you know the interest and whatever your kids like. That's how when they're growing up, they just don't become someone that you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because time flies really fast and sometimes we don't realize how fast times go. And right now they're 10 years old and tomorrow they're already 15 and you don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what they like, you don't know what they watch. So in my house they never allowed a TV in the room. There's one TV and it's in the living room and we all watch TV together. If I will come to my dad and he will be watching something and I say, "Can I change that? Can I watch the Disney Channel?" That was my thing.
Mm-hmm.
He will say, "Okay."
That's so Raven of you.
That's so Raven. I love that sir. And he will change it for me. Because if not, what's my choice? There's no TV for me then.
Mm-hmm.
So he would just
That was pretty
do
much
that
how
for
it
me.
worked for me growing up.
Not for me.
You had a lot more rights than I did.
I know. We
You
have
met
talked about that, right?
You mattered a lot more than we did.
Maybe that's why we know each other to this day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my parents
Well,
know
yeah,
me a little better.
definitely for
I would
sure.
say.
Like you, well, I mean, look, you look how close you are with your parents.
And Tyler is the same thing. He comes up to me, "Can I change that?" And I try for him because, like you said, Tyler is a different person. He's not the same way I am.
Mm-hmm.
So to teach him a little bit of how to wait and how to respect each other, I just tell him, "Okay, my episode is about to be over. As soon as it's done, you can change it." And then we watch it. But if you notice, he doesn't watch his TV in his room
Never.
ever. And I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I allowed a TV in his room because he wanted it. But I thought, okay, only when he's about to go to sleep, he can watch a little TV, then we read, and then he goes to
Yeah.
sleep. And
That TV really only gets used if like one of us happens to have to
and
sleep in there for a night.
and I love that. But that way, I think we stay connected. That way, I
Yeah.
know what he's liking, what his. There's sometimes that kid watch some inappropriate stuff, and you have to tell them, listen, you can watch that, but you have to make sure you don't do that in real life, and that's only cartoons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
So crazy.
All right. What do you say we move on to the next topic here?
I know. I get carried away.
It's
I
okay.
talk too much.
This is a thing. This medium is meant for us to talk. That's why you have a microphone in front of your beautiful face.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Here's an interesting one. Gorillas in the Bronx Zoo perform oral sex in front of patrons. People obviously horrified. So basically, like, people were walking by the gorilla enclosure, and two of the gorillas basically just started going down on each other in front of one
You're
of the
kidding.
people. No,
You made up. That's made up.
not made up.
You made that up.
Nope. I mean, I read
To
it
go
on
viral.
TMZ.
You want to go viral, and this you made up.
There's a video of it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
And the parents are like covering the kids' faces and stuff.
Are you kidding me?
No. What would you do?
You saw the video?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
You saw a little bit?
I mean, I saw the frozen, like the screen grab of it.
And what is it? Is it female? And are they gay gorillas or the straight gorillas?
It's hard to tell.
You don't even know what's happening.
Can't really tell.
Maybe they're not even going down on each other.
No, they were.
And they're just getting the piojito, like, you know, the
no,
little...
they were.
Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
What would you do? What would you do if you're walking the gorilla when down, like, in the zoo and the animals
I
just
would
start...
laugh, but if I'm with Tyler, I would I don't know how to explain that. I hope he doesn't, I don't think it's the age for me to be explaining that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean...
What would you do?
What would I do?
You're with Clyde and Ty, and they happen to see that. What's your approach? Like, what are they doing, Dad?
See, now...
What would you do?
That's a perfect situation where you really have to be careful how you explain it. Because what are you going to do? You're going to say, oh, they were just cleaning each other. Now a kid thinks that's how we clean each other?
Animals clean each other? Like, wait. You're onto something there. Cats clean themselves.
By licking themselves.
Everything. Exactly. Right? They might be cleaning each other. No?
I don't think so.
That's Confucius. But that's animals. You need to be very clear.
I guess so, yeah.
Humans don't clean each other like that. Humans take showers.
Mm.
Yeah? I think that's
a
good
loophole.
one.
That's a good loophole.
Yeah, depending on the age of the kid.
Yeah.
But there's no way. That's a good introduction for the talk. Talk.
I mean, and also too, in like the talk, like how deep do you go?
I know.
Like, you explain what sex is, but it's like,
and that's it. We don't have to go about the toys and
yeah. So, son, a rusty trombone is when a woman sticks her thumb up in the yeah. I mean, like that. That's another thing about the talk. Where's the line? Where do you stop? You know, like where do you let their friends take over? You know, because I mean, think of all the weird stuff. Like, not weird stuff, but just, you know, more than vanilla stuff. Like anything other than missionary.
Kids are gonna talk, and who knows where they get the info from. And they're gonna talk, and they're gonna use the imagination, and it's gonna be crazy. So I think it's very important that we set the record straight, and we are the one providing the correct information. And within that information, explaining that there's going to be kids that are going to say things that are not even true, that are just their imagination or things they hear. One kid hears something here, and then it passes along to 10 kids. The 11th kid is going to get completely different story.
Yeah, the game of telephone.
That happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to school to drop him off, there was a baby deer. And they were saying, there's a baby fox. Really? A baby fox? So imagine.
It just reminds me. You ever see the movie Caddyshack?
No.
No,
yes, I did.
The golf movie?
Yeah, I
did.
did.
Little groundhog, the puppet.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's an episode, Rodney Dangerfield hits the ball, and the groundhog steals it. Goes, hey, that kangaroo stole my ball.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well.
What would you think is a the appropriate age to have the talk with kids about sex.
Well,
Like
I don't
sex
think there's.
education
I don't think
type
there's.
thing.
I think that's a silly thing to say. There's an appropriate age. It depends on the kid, however mature
I
the
think
kid
when
is.
they ask,
Yeah,
right? Like,
and I mean, I was 10 and had to talk with him already because it was time.
because he was asking questions. And I believe that when kids ask questions, they're ready to hear the answer.
Yeah, don't lie to him. Just tell him.
Exactly.
They'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last thing for Chismecito. This is messed up one. Florida janitor sentenced to 60 years for placing cameras in girls' bathroom in a high school.
Are you sure he was from Florida? Are you sure?
Positive.
You're doing this on purpose.
Another Florida man, baby.
You like to bring up Florida to everything. Why not New York?
Because you're from
New Jersey.
Florida.
But you love.
I said New York, the Bronx Zoo. The gorillas are going down on each other.
That's not that bad.
What?
Okay. Really? Is this a real thing?
The real thing. He was caught. He was taping cell phones like under the sinks, so you could see like to the girls when they were sitting on the toilets.
What?
And he even got
like
caught
cell
placing one
phones where?
like a cell phone under the sink, hidden under the sink, so it's out of like eye level view, but it can see. I guess I don't know if it can see under the doors or something, but like
That's very weird.
it's pretty weird. And he even got caught placing a camera in the faculty bathroom as well to do the same thing.
That's a very sick person.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? How old was this guy?
31.
31?
Mm-hmm.
Do they not do background check, psychological evaluations?
Not for a janitor.
This is
I mean, I'm sure they do a
crazy.
background check.
Well, I
but
feel anything related to schools, from janitors to teachers to everyone in the school, this is a very a place that kids are there. You should really do a follow through evaluation, like
But here's the thing.
everybody involved in that.
But think about this: if the guy didn't have a record, what is that going to turn up?
I know, that's true. That he's so young.
Yeah,
He's definitely having a record now
60 years in jail.
for recording.
Well, especially considering it was minors.
And a bunch of them.
Yeah, it
Can
was
you
like
believe?
14, 15-year-old girls.
That is so. How did they find out?
The kids found the cell phones he had placed. He taped them like under the sinks, and they found them. They showed them to the principal or whatever, and they found the guy, like, because he'd started the recording, his face ended up on the video that they found.
This is crazy. Number one. Number two. It was caught just at the beginning. It could have gotten really, really bad after that.
Well, they don't know if it was caught at the beginning. They don't know how long.
Oh my God, that's true. I
Yeah.
hope it did. You imagine if this guy decides to do something more than just record?
Hey, I guess he's not going to do anything now for 60 years.
Good.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
don't have a lot of sympathy for a
Me
person
neither.
like that.
Definitely not. They're sick in the head.
Sick, wackadoo.
We live among monsters.
It's a sick world we're living in. Sick people.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that in the movie Jingle All the Way?
No.
Remember the movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger? I was just trying to get the Turbo Man doll.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And
I love that movie.
And they were at him and Sinbad. Sinbad was the mailman,
Mhm.
and they were at the radio station trying to win the doll. And he said, "Oh, I got a bomb here. It's a package. People send these all the time." And he said, if you move, this bomb's gonna go off." And he left it there. And the cops were all there, like, "Oh, stay back." Then lo and behold, like, he's running away, and it turns out the guy's like, "Yeah, don't worry. This is BS. I was on a bomb squad. It's not a bomb." And he opens it and it blows up. You see Sinbad's running away, and the explosion goes off behind him. He goes, "That was really a bomb? This is a sick world we're living in. Sick people." One of those deep cuts.
I love it.
All right. So, main topic for today. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Brace yourself. Okay.
I'm ready. Ready, Freddy.
Do you think that there is an appropriate level of jealousy in a healthy relationship?
I don't like the word jealousy.
I was thinking the same
to start
thing.
with that.
So, but you know what I mean? Like, there is is there a
Caring.
I guess you could call it caring.
Okay. If it's caring, yes. I think there's a fine line where caring goes too much to the jealousy.
Then there's like a spectrum to it.
Exactly. So jealousy, no. I don't think any levels any degree should be in the relationship.
Now, this is an important thing because as a Cubana, you're used to Cuban men, Hispanic men, very famous for the jealousy and the possessiveness. You know, sorry, not sorry, guys. You know, I know you're out there listening, but
A
this is
little
a thing,
bit,
and you
a
know
little
it.
bit. That's true. And us too. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
just go to the guy's side. Am I jealous? Do you consider me, this is a good question. Do you consider me to be jealous? A jealous wife?
jealous, jealous. No, possessive for sure.
I didn't ask that. You see? I only asked
Like there's, you said to yourself, there's a spectrum.
caring. I said caring. I
Caring,
never said
definitely.
possessive. Can you
Speaking
go
of the
again?
mic, please.
Can you please go again? Do you consider that I'm a jealous wife?
Jealous, no, but I also
You
don't.
leave it at that, bro.
The whole point of this is to talk.
Wait, leave it at that, and then we go to the next.
There is no next. This is the topic.
Man, am I possessive? And what's the difference between possessive and jealous?
Well, the thing is, I feel like you
They're
have to
like
be, you kind of have to be put in a position to be jealous. You know what I mean?
me. Yes,
Like, I'm not saying you. I'm saying anybody. Like, you don't. Nobody's jealous because you went to the store and bought milk. You know what I
baby.
mean?
No, what are you talking about? Yes, yes. There's people jealous like that
But that's not. What are
with
you
not
jealous
a
of? The milk?
reason. I'm gonna give you an
Give me the
example
example because
that is real,
okay.
totally real. This is very funny, but it's real. Okay. Hi.
Move this a little bit closer to you. The mic.
Here.
Yeah, right there.
Okay,
Perfect.
I was dating a guy.
What's his name? Where does he live?
No, no, and no. Okay, I was dating a guy.
Okay.
Very jealous. This is just one example. I'm in the house, and my dad is going to Publix, and he's in my house. And I said, why don't you go with my dad to Publix so you can help bring something back? I don't even remember what it was. And he said, okay, that's fine. Publix, you know where the Publix is from my house in
Yeah.
Miami. It's like 5 minutes. Crossing the street and you're there. Okay, he said okay. He leaves with my dad. They're going in one car, and I'm in the house. I was cleaning or something. Okay. All of a sudden, he's back in my house. And you know, I have the gate and then my front door. When I open the front door, I look and he's there. He said, can you open here? He go, where's my dad? He said, I left it in the store. Can you open really quick? He go, why? He said, you are up to something. There's someone there in the house because why would you ask me to go with your dad? Because you wanted to stay home alone? There's someone in here. Open the gate. But he's serious and he's mad. And said, you have to be kidding me. And I started laughing because to me that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to go up the gate and I'm going to go into the house. Open the gate. And I said, no, you come. He went through the roof. You know that thing that divides my house and the neighbors? He was standing there. He said, oh, this is higher than I expected. I'm not going to jump. I'm not, if I jump, I might get hurt. Are you sure you want to do that or you want to open the gate? And I said, no, you jump now and I want you to come in here if you want to go inside. He was thinking for no reason that there was someone in the house. And I was asking him, okay, let's go through the logic of this.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I have someone in my house for 5 minutes? Because I know you're just across the street and you're coming back really fast. To do what? To kiss him? To be with him? What are you expecting of this? What's the end game? That I don't know, but you're up to something. Yeah, okay. So that there's no logic in jealousy.
Mm.
And that is a real thing. And like that, so many examples.
See, now, just for like,
there's no reasoning.
That's the thing. Now we're getting into like word definitions and stuff. To me, that's paranoia. You're paranoid.
That's not
You're imagining things that aren't even there. You know what I mean?
That's jealousy.
Yeah, I guess we'll put it all under the umbrella of jealousy. But yeah, I mean, that kind of, like, I've heard about other stuff. Like, your friends have told me stuff like that about guys they used to date as well. Like, it's just, some of it's like irrational. Well, a lot of it's irrational.
Mm-hmm.
But what about like girls' jealousy? Have you ever been like irrationally like paranoid or jealous like that?
Like that? Never, ever.
Never.
No.
I guess it's different. I guess it falls on the person who, quote unquote, has the power in the relationship. Like you're obviously in all your relationships the good looking one. So
Thank
the,
you.
mm,
That's very cute of you.
welcome. But there's a reason. I'm not saying that to get brownie points. I'm saying it for a reason. Like
Right.
for the guy, for whatever guy is with you, that guy counts himself as lucky to have a woman that's as beautiful as you. And also, if he's got half a brain in his head, he recognizes that there's a line from, here to friggin' Poughkeepsie of guys waiting to take his spot. You know what I mean? Like if I ever mess up and you leave me, you're not gonna have to look very hard to find someone new. That's my point. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So that makes, if you're paying attention, that makes you hyper aware of every guy who, you know, looks at you for a little longer than would be appropriate, or guys that are nice to you right in front of me and kind of don't give me, the time of day, because that happens also. But now the point is,
How do you react to those things?
exactly, how do
You
you
can go
control
no,
your
you
emotions?
can go bananas and make a ass out of yourself.
And there's no shortage of opportunities to do that. There's always an opportunity pretty much everywhere we go.
But I think I don't know. I'm okay. I'm okay with I don't even know how to I don't even know how to say it, but I do get jealous. I like what's mine is mine,
Hmm.
and I want people to respect that. Anybody crossing that line, I don't like it, and I'm gonna say something about it. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That happens to me before. If we're at the bar and the bartender is only talking to you and pretending that like I'm
He
not
he likes
even
he likes my bald head.
no, it was a girl, and pretending that like I'm not even there, I'm gonna hate it and I'm gonna be upset. Would that be? Is that being jealous or is that caring?
But who are you upset at? Me or her?
I'm not gonna. I'm upset at the situation.
Oh, okay. Because
And
I
I
don't like,
will, if it depends how you react to the situation.
of
If you're
course.
all enjoying the attention and going above and beyond, then I'm going to have something to say to you too.
Hmm.
You remember that time we were wine tasting and the girl was all with you and I'm not there, period. And then you asked me, she deserves a tip. How much should I give her? I said, you tip her and you're going to see what's happening. Because, that's caring, right? But that's me going bananas. How would you describe that? How would you think of that? Like I'm being jealous or
So,
caring?
I mean, for me at that time, I remember that was in North Carolina, and it
Yes.
wasn't just you and Charlene. Shout out to
She
Charlene.
she noticed too.
Yeah, you guys clearly
Like
both noticed. I didn't really notice it,
how
but
convenient.
you guys also, I don't know.
What? I'm
I
gonna
don't
call her
know.
right now. What? We also what?
I feel like you guys are feeding off each other's energy in that situation.
Baby, we saw the same thing at the
Hmm.
same time. It's not like we were talking about it 3 minutes before it happened.
But now, was I doing anything to?
No.
Okay, thank you. But that's my problem, is when you get mad at the person based off nothing that they did. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For like this guy that, Spider-Man that you used to date, that was climbing on your roof and
Spider.
shit. Like he's imagining something. He's just manifesting these ideas out of thin air and coming back and blaming you and getting mad at you for something that he just, kind of thought of out of the deep blue the wild blue
And
yonder.
he will say, just let's say that happened, right that moment he will say, you know what? This is it. We're over.
Really? He would do that?
Like that. And then 5 minutes later, let's talk about it. No, 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 we're over. Remember? I don't know how I play in that game. Like he
Yeah.
did it once and that should have been enough. No?
But do you think, like, because there's also people that would say that kind of paranoia comes from someone who, assumes that the other person is doing the same thing they're doing.
Mm,
You know,
true.
it's like you don't trust people
How do you
because
call
you
that?
know you're untrustworthy. You're projecting.
Projecting.
What do you think about that?
I think or he was very traumatized from
Hmm.
a really bad relationship, or he was doing the same thing. But the problem is that he was so on top of me
Yeah,
that there was no time
like
for
smothering.
him to be doing the things that he thought I was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no time.
But that's, I mean, that.
He will show up at my university. Like I was leaving class to go into another class, and he will be there. That was suffocating.
Yeah, that's
Or
too.
I'll have my friend saying, "You know who's out there? Be careful." Yep. I was doing nothing. But it was weird for everybody in the class that they knew me. They knew already that he was lingering. Sometimes he would show up in between classes. Sometimes he would show up before class start or at the end of the class or follow me home. And I didn't even know he was following and called me to see what I was doing. It's crazy things like that.
I had a crazy situation like that one time with a girl.
Really?
So when
Would she would show up like that?
not like that, but it wasn't like frequent, but it did happen a couple times.
What?
So I remember when I was in the band, in the cover band,
Mm-hmm.
we were driving home from the show in Red Bank, and it was late. We finished playing, like the place closes at 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a text saying, "Oh, you were out with your ex-girlfriend." I was like, "What?" And I'm in the car with Brian now. I'm showing him like, "Do you see this shit?" I was like, "What do you? I'm playing a show." Like I'm.
Well, now my question is: was your ex-girlfriend around at the show?
Let me finish.
Close by,
Let's finish.
next door?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
You
asking.
were out with your ex-girlfriend Courtney. I'm like, I don't even have an ex-girlfriend named Courtney. Like, what the are
Didn't
you
you had
talking
a
about?
Courtney? I think you did had a Courtney.
Never had
No?
Courtney. Never, ever, ever, ever. And
Okay.
that's why this story stands out so much to me.
That's how you knew that
Yeah,
she
and
was
then
cray-cray?
I'm like calling her, and I'm saying like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I'm driving home from the show. I've been playing a show. Even if I wanted to talk to somebody, I didn't have time. I was on stage. Like, what do you want? And now Brian is kind of like hearing me arguing, and he's a little tipsy. He's not driving. And then like she was asking me all these questions, and I had the answers for all the questions. And he was making a joke. Because he was a movie guy like me. He's quoting Billy Madison. He goes, "Any more brain busters?" And she heard that, and she flies off the handle like, "Oh, you and your friends are like making fun of me like I'm a joke." I
You're,
was just like, "All
you're
right,
making...
you're an insane person." But like that kind of thing, like
Where
the
did
idea,
she get Courtney from?
I have no idea.
Facebook, MySpace, something. A friend named Courtney?
I have
You
no
had to have
idea.
some Courtney liking a picture or something.
God forbid
No?
she was just out of her mind, right?
I'm asking.
I'm telling you, and
No Courtney
nothing,
whatsoever?
nothing.
That's crazy. What did you do after that? Did you stay with her? Yes, you did.
For a little bit.
And what happened? Anything
It was
crazy
always
again?
like crazy fights and stuff like that. She
Would
was
she show up or anything?
At one point after we broke up, like she showed up back at my place.
No.
Yeah.
To what? To say I'm sorry?
So at the time, the place I was living in, I didn't always lock the front door. So I was in the shower, and I come out of the shower, and she's sitting there in the living room.
Shut up. This, I will freak out.
Yeah, it was
Like,
weird.
is she here to kill me or what?
That's when I started asking questions to friends. I got a couple friends who are like police. I'm like, hey, just in case like something goes like a little too far, like what do you recommend I do? Luckily, nothing
That was
bad happened.
crazy.
But
Like,
yeah,
just staying there. How do you react to that?
I walked. I was like, "What are you doing here?"
You guys were not a thing anymore
We had just
at that point.
We had like just broken up that week. It was like a few days
That's
later.
scary.
Yeah,
Creepy.
it was weird.
Was she looking upset?
I think she was trying to like, get back together.
What did she say? Did she make a move? Did you guys
I
ended
was
up
like, "You
like-
need to go."
No,
no, I wasn't
you were
having it.
scared.
I wasn't scared, but I was like, "I'm not having this. This is so over
She
the
left.
line." Yeah, she left. I got her to leave because I just was not entertaining. Sorry, I keep doing this. I'm stretching a little bit.
After that moment, you started locking your front door.
Hell yeah,
Right?
hell yeah.
Good Lord.
So don't be fucking jealous, people. Like if you have to be jealous with someone, like either you're super insecure or the person you're with doesn't respect you enough to not put you in that situation. I think it's really that simple.
That's what I learned.
Mm-hmm. It's one or the other.
I think when I started having relationship and things like that, I was very insecure, and I was always constantly thinking, what is he doing? Why is he not texting? Why it's been so long and he hasn't called? What is he up to? This and that. And then I just took a moment for me, and I thought to myself, what's the worst that can happen? We're not a thing anymore. Am I gonna die?
Yeah.
No. So let me just drop it. Let me be free. And whatever is going to be, is going to be. Because also I was ashamed. Like, if he is with another person and everybody knows I feel such a dumb person.
Yeah.
I need to be on top of things. This cannot happen to me. And I realize it can happen to anybody. Being in a relationship is all you need to be left for another one, or someone just pegándote los tarros.
What does that mean?
Being unfaithful. You remember this? Horns in your head. Los cachos, los tarros, la vaina. So you cannot help it. You cannot control what the other person is doing. You can only control yourself and just let it be. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. They're going to find a way. Doesn't matter how many times you call, how many times you text, that you go on his social media and you check every little message, what's up and everything. When they want to do it, they're going to find a way. They're going to find a time, and you're not going to know. So just let it be.
That's true. Be the best person you can be in the situation. Be loving, be caring.
Now, but if I find out, that's the end of it. There's no second chances. There's not another opportunity. Would you be able to stay in a relationship that the other person was unfaithful?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's a need for that. Obviously, you didn't want me that much. Yeah. So let's just go and move our separate ways.
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
But yeah, be the best partner you can be. Mm-hmm. And then if the person is going to be unfaithful, as long as you were doing your part, then what do you have to be ashamed about?
And you said something very, very
What?
Very truthful. Is that the way you say? Yeah. Okay. If you're with the right person, they're not going to let you double guess the situation. Second guess yourself. Or what are you doing? You're going to know their true intentions, and you're going to know that you matter. If you don't feel loved and you don't feel how you need to feel and at peace in the relationship, then you're in the wrong relationship. And you made me feel all of those things. That's why I knew
in the wrong relationship?
That you I felt like you care. You didn't let me 1 minute thinking, what is he doing? Mm-hmm. Do I care? Do I matter to him? You never let that happen. That's when I knew that this is a good thing. This is the right thing.
Agreed. Love you, baby.
Love you, baby.
All right, so let's wrap this one up because we're getting to the end. Mm-hmm. So,
Dame la luz.
Dame la luz. Just give me the light. Sorry.
What's good today?
Well,
I had something to recommend.
Go ahead.
I'm so into true crime things.
Which we are.
We are. I think, this one was something that you actually showed me. It's called The Jinx.
The Jinx, The Life and Deaths of Robert Durst on HBO Max.
Oh my God, you guys have to watch this. It's crazy. It's so interesting, but this guy is so bananas.
Yeah, he was.
That I don't even want to tell you much because I don't want to give anything away, but it's something to watch. Definitely.
Basically,
this guy is bananas.
Yeah, it was a 6-episode docuseries.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, not too long. It was good. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Foxcatcher, that whole story with the DuPont family and the wrestlers and stuff. Mm-hmm. Super similar vibes that this guy gave off. But it was a good one. And it was just in the news recently, this guy Robert Durst, and I'm not going to give it away why, but highly recommend you guys watch this one.
Absolutely. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm recommending a place, a restaurant.
Which
restaurant?
one?
Yeah, it's not really it's not a dine-in place, but it's like a place that makes food. Millie's Empanada Factory in West Kendall, in Miami.
Oh my God, you were missing those empanadas yesterday.
Well, you know what it is? We went to a place and got empanadas, and they were
no.
subpar.
When you really like a place when he actually said this. Da-da-da-dan. He said, we have to move to West Kendall. When I heard that, I knew that he loved the place.
So we found out about this place because your friends used to live right down the street from it. And that was like one of the first few places they took me when we started dating. And so the people that own it are actually, the kid is from Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And it's just, they make empanadas, they make patacón, what else do they make?
Pequeños?
Do they have pequeños too? They have a lot of stuff, but it's just great. And whatever they do,
empanadas is delicious. Anything.
Nobody else has them like this.
Yeah, cheese. It's like ropa vieja, shredded beef.
It was like the beef ones, the shredded beef.
Chicken anything you order there is delicious.
And that was the first time I had pate home too. So anybody, like, especially you guys listening in the Miami area, you're familiar with like Los Verdes, other places like that.
You should try this place.
This place is good. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say it's better.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
Name one.
I approve that message.
There you go. Name one place that you know. This place is better. So shout out to Millie's Empanada Factory in West Kendall. I don't have the address on me right now, but if you look it up, it's there. They're on Instagram and all this stuff.
They're everywhere.
But food is just tremendous. Tremendous.
That's
how you.
That's how you know it's delicious. Yeah. He always said, every time I ask him, how's the food? Is it good? He always goes, it's okay. It's okay. I hate when he says, it's okay.
Not bad.
To me, it's not bad. That's the thing. It's not bad. To me, that's telling me that's shitty shit.
No.
That's what I get from that.
If it's shitty shit, I'll tell you.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Everything is not bad.
That means it's passable.
And you have never said it's tremendous.
Yes, I have.
No. To my cooking, never.
Sure, I have.
And it's okay. I know it's not tremendous. Okay, this is it.
All right, that's it.
That's all, folks.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Love you, baby.
Love you more.